Howdy guys, and welcome back to Albert Engel's Pro Career and Pro Cycling Manager 2024. Well, it has been one hell of a start at Bora Hansgrohe for Albert Engel. We're actually on his career results page currently, but you can see he's obviously at Bora currently. Just taking a poke down the list, a hell of a palmage sheet there. Not too bad. We just ticked off this one though. So Tirreno Adriatico. I think that's the first time I've said it almost right. We swept everything. We won 2 stages as well. We almost won the last stage, but not a bad result at all. In this episode, we're going to be taking on Milano San Remo, the first monument of the season. So let's advance forward and get into the action. And here we are, the Milano San Remo. You can see we're taking Nico Denz, Albert obviously, Lorenzo Fortunato, Tobias Foss, Leonard Kemner, Lorenzo Rota, and Maximilian Sachmann. Probably was better just looking at this page. In terms of riders with a fair sprint on them, that's at least coming along. Well, actually our best chance if it comes down to a sprint, Rota would be able to help us out. In terms of riders for hills, because we do need to go over the Poggio, we can rely on Rota as well as Sachmann, and most likely Kemner, although I reckon he'll probably be relaying early on. We got Mads Pedersen's here, Garner's here, Jonathan Milan's here, Van der Poel's here, Warren Scholl, DeLee, obviously us, Groves, Vakek, Groenewagen, and Vernon as well. So it's a pretty stacked sheet. It's a long old race, 292 Ks in length from, Milan to San Remo along the coast. All right, let's get in onto that start line. Okay, this is a hell of a hard race to win this one, especially when you're not an out-and-out sprinter and on a -2 day. Do not like to see that. All right, Albert will move up the bunch using sneaking. Oh, Connor Vernon's there. Is that his name, Connor? Can't remember, but Vernon's there in the British Champs jersey. We might have Tobias Foss to protect us, I think. He's on a -2 day. And we are going to jump forward till we have an early breakaway formed. All right, we are actually, what are we? About 50k into the stage, no breakaway. Really bizarre. I've not seen this before in Pro Cycling Manager, any of the games, where just no breakaway has bothered to go up the road. So it's been very easy so far. Peloton's riding along at not even averaging above 40k an hour, 35 pretty much. So it's kind of a very, very relaxed race so far. I would like to see a breakaway go to give the Peloton something to do, but not much is happening. All right, well, we'll go a bit more jump a bit more forward to the Passo del Turricino, the first climb on the route. Oh, we've finally got a rider breaking away as we get on to the Passo del Turricino here. The rider is from Interwanti, a Boudin there, the Frenchman. He looks like he's not actually a half bad rider. He might be able to feature in the finish if he didn't go on the EB, and he's going solo, so we'll see how that goes for him, but we're making our way up this climb. It's not really too hard at all. It's 24k in length, but it's only at 1%. It really kind of peaks at the end, you can see there, but it's nothing too difficult to navigate at all. That early rider is going to get a significant lead very quickly, I would assume, as we make our way over this. We might put it on 4x for now. Just have a look at the riders around us. Anybody interested in the call out? Oh, there's Van der Poel. He's had a little bit of his green wear down, but so has Albert, just about. Oh, it keeps kind of moving up and down. So not really anything interesting happening at all still. It's 4 minutes now to early breakaway as we make our way onto the steeper part here of the Turricino. Yeah, not much happening at all. Still very, very slow. We had a couple crashes in the peloton a bit further down the pack. You can see 3 more riders crashing. Oh, someone's had to withdraw, unfortunately. We're going to have to adjust Albert's effort, and we go through the famous tunnel. and commence a descent down onto the coast road as we head towards San Remo. Alrighty, let's jump a little bit more forward until we have a bit more action happening. It is some very beautiful scenery here along the coast roads of Italy. Yeah, very, very beautiful scenery here as we make our way through to San Remo, sweeping along the coast all the time now. You can see how awesome some of these port towns look in the game. Um, yeah, still not much happening, just the solo rider out the front. He's being slowly reeled in. Nothing too quick just yet. The pace has ramped ever so slightly, but nothing crazy at all yet. You got Tish Benut floating around. He's going to probably feature in the finale. I'd assume he's going to go on the attack. We're starting to come into a couple of the initial roller climbs. We have the Capo Meli, followed by the Capo Cervo, maybe? And then the Capo Berta, and then it's the main course. Then it's the La Sapressa and the Poggio. That's usually the climb that really makes the whole race. We have Fortunato leading the race for us at the moment, or helping in the relays, just to make sure that we keep that rider in check. Pace is starting to ramp as we are on these initial slopes. Nothing too crazy though. All right, we will jump all the way until we are on the suppressor. Oh, we do have a counter attack actually though. No, we have Vakek actually and Bettioli going off the front. Vakek is one of the pre-race favorites, so that's a bit of a dangerous move. We've got Dens on the front, thankfully. I don't think they'll go too far, but 40k out. It is a danger distance, I'll be honest, that they could have a bit of potential there. We'll have to adjust the effort with Albert, just make sure he doesn't lose any wheels. There's Jonathan Milan being ferried around by Lawrence Pithy. Vanderpoel has, is it Rickard? No, it's Consi to look after him. And we're heading very much onto the, Warrenshold on the attack with Haggins as well. Wow. Both former teammates of Albert, but yeah, it's interesting to see Warrenshold on the attack. I guess he maybe wants a bit of a start for these climbs. All right, we're not far from the suppressor now. And here we are, swinging the famous right and onto the suppressor, 5.8k at only 4%, but it's always ridden very aggressively. So we need to adjust Albert's effort, put sneaking on, just to make sure he remains near the front. Perfect. And we have, let's see who that is, Malesi attacking. It's Asgren countering. Rotter's there to make sure he's policing the front. McNulty's on the move as well a little bit, but it looks like Rotter's done a great job to really police that. Malesi's still on their charge. Ricart is countering pretty hard as well on the front. Bellery there as well. It looks like it's splintering a little bit across the top as well. Ryder's getting gassed a bit back there. 14 seconds though across the top for Malesi from Movistar, and we've got a few riders floating around near us, which is great news. Albert's looking very strong. Have we got Kemner? No, he's a bit too far back at the moment. That is disappointing. All right, we've got to start to think about a sprint. So Rotter can... No, not Rotter. I'm getting the wrong order. Kemner and Dens. How far back are you two? A little bit too much, but you two can jump on each other and then take Albert's wheel. Where's Satchman? He's also here. That's, yeah, less than ideal, but anyway. Albert's going to have to take Rotter's wheel, and where is he? There he is. Albert's going to take his wheel, and then, where's Dens? Why is Rotter taking Dens's wheel? He should take Foss's wheel. Great. Okay, that's gotten everyone confused. Just do that. Where's Dens again? He's here. Okay, great. All right, let's start effort now with Tobias Foss, just to make sure we remain right at the front of the bike race. We're making our way down the suppressor now onto that coastal road. All right, we will jump a little bit more forward, just a little bit onto, or getting closer to the Poggio. All right, we're under 15k to go now. It doesn't look like... Oh, no, here we go. Kemner is making his way up here with Dens. Unfortunately, Fortunato has not quite made it. Tobias Foss is looking pretty strong. I do want Kemner, though, to slot in right there, I think. And then Dens can take Albert's wheel, I think. And then Suchman, if he gets here, he gets here. Okay, great. I need for Kemner to make it into that gap. It looks like he's just about going to. Yes, he is. Great. All right. So now we can go all out with Tobias Foss. It is a drag race against the Archaea boys, the French team. It looks like they're riding for, oh yes, of course, Dali. Pretty handy bike rider, France, Arnaud Dali is. All right, Tobias Foss is doing a really good job on the front. It is a drag race currently, and he is done. So it's time for Kemner to hit it over the top. Ooh, unfortunately, Foss is a bit in the way. Get out of the way, please. Perfect. All right, Kemner, he's hitting it, and he's gapping the Archaea boys. Perfect. We have Suchman on the wheel. Everything's looking pretty good here. It's time to now launch with Rota. He's looking very, very strong. Hopefully he can go pretty deep. Perfect. All right. So Archaea boys are getting gapped. That's good news. It's LeBerry to try and cross. We've got Rotters going very deep. We're going to have to reorder it, though. We're going to have to get Dens up here and then Suchman after him and then Albert onto the wheel. Perfect. Okay, Rota's going to go for it down this descent. And we've got a bit of a lead out, at least to happen. Perfect. What's Suchman doing? Hang on 1 second. I want Albert on you. I want you. And then I want you. Perfect. I need you to sit up for a moment because you have gapped our boys. Perfect. All right. I guess Rota's a pretty strong descender. Yeah, he's got 78 on the descent today. He's doing a very good descent here. To be honest, maybe a bit too good. I need him to ease up. Okay, great. He's back in touching points. Great. All right, Dens over the top. With Suchman next. Albert over the top. Hopefully he can get Dali. Oh, it's going to be tight. It's going to be just. It is just enough. Albert has done it. He has rolled Arnaud Dali in that sprint. It was a great ride by the Bora team. Maximilian Suchman actually holding on for a top 10. Dens was floating around. Rota has done very well as well. Very strong ride by the team. Oh, that was tight. I think it was just timed like to perfection by the Bora team, I got to say. Dali just running out of legs whilst Albert still had the fresh ones to get over the top of him. And there it is, the podiums. And obviously Bora wins the made-up team class. Awesome. All right. So that was 7th, 10th, and 13th as well as the win for Albert. That is a huge result for Bora, winning the Milano San Remo. Albert finally taking out that monument. And next episode, we're going to be jumping in the Flemish Classic. So it really kind of ramps up from here. We're going to take on the E3 Saxo. That's going to be our first taste of a true cobbled race. Then the Ghent Welvingham. And then the Dwars da Vlaanderen, followed by the Tour de Flanders as well. So it's a big 4 cobbled classics coming up for Albert. But that is next episode, guys. Peace out.